Always intending to utterly annihilate every member of the upper echelon of the Separatist Council, it isn't too surprising what Darth Sidious's ultimate plans were for General Grievous. Sidious always intended to remove Grievous by the time the Clone War ended, making way for the rise of his new empire, and positioning him as the leader who completely crushed the divisive Separatists who forced the galaxy into conflict. However, given that Dooku was not privy to all of Sidious's plans, and certainly not aware of the fact that he was to ultimately be replaced by Anakin as the Dark Lord's true Sith apprentice, Dooku had plans for Grievous that were entirely separate from his master's. In fact, Dooku's plan called for Grievous to be kept alive and to eventually betray him in order to rehabilitate his own image. In this video expose, I will describe Dooku's plan to betray Grievous during the Clone War. By the time of the Battle of Coruscant, as the Clone War was coming to its conclusion, although he respected Grievous as a capable military general and field commander, Dooku allowed his true repulsion of the cyborg to come to the surface. As seen in the Revenge of the Sith novelization, as Dooku was unaware that he himself was falling into the trap of Sidious that would result in his own death by Anakin, Dooku was preparing his plans to ultimately betray Grievous. Because Dooku believed that the Sith plan, formulated by Sidious, involved bringing both Dooku and Anakin into the leadership of the new Empire, Dooku's plans after the large-scale battle over the Republic's capital planet involved betraying the general of the Separatist droid army. For Dooku to successfully be brought in on the side of Palpatine and the Republic turned Empire, it was necessary that Dooku be distanced from the atrocities that were committed by the Separatists during the Clone War. The crimes against civilization committed by the Confederacy of Independent Systems were numerous, including the complete annihilation and depopulation of the planet of Humberine. If Dooku was in any way connected to these acts, or at least viewed as playing a role in them, he would never be accepted by the galaxy under Imperial rule, certainly not in the same way as Palpatine and Anakin. To remedy this situation, Dooku planned to betray Grievous and use him as a scapegoat upon whom to blame all of the atrocities of the Separatists that were committed during the war. The attack on Coruscant was an important part of this planned betrayal. Dooku believed that bringing Grievous to the doorstep of the Republic capital, as the individual who personally captured Palpatine, would place the cyborg as the primary antagonist of the Separatists in the minds of the planet's citizens. The betrayal had also been set up by Dooku long before the Battle of Coruscant, by ensuring that the primary leadership of the Separatists were non-humans, such as Neimoidians and Geonosians, thereby allowing Dooku to easily set himself apart and separate from their actions, particularly when it came to the non-human cyborg Grievous. By betraying Grievous, Dooku's plan involved him being captured at the Battle of Coruscant by Anakin, and then taken into Republic custody, where he planned to wait out the rest of the war. While a prisoner of the Republic, Dooku would then fully betray Grievous, and pin all of the atrocities and crimes upon him, while discovering the true extent of the Separatist actions. This would then help to ensure that Dooku's reputation for integrity, honor, and idealism was kept intact, allowing him to enter into the Age of the Empire with a role to fulfill. Therefore, while Sidious had always intended to kill Grievous during the Clone War, viewing him as just another pawn in his eventual seizure of galactic power, Dooku's understanding was different, and instead viewed Grievous as someone who would facilitate his transition from the Separatists to the Empire through betrayal. So there we have it, Dooku's plan to betray Grievous during the Clone War. We love making these videos, so why not subscribe for more fun Star Wars theories and discussions? Also, if you enjoyed the video, think about giving a like or leaving a comment. If not for me... And oh my god, Kylo Ren's TIE silencer!